Hi, um, it's June 18, 2025, 8:41 p.m. Japan time. Today, the Nikkei closed strong at 38885 yen, up 0.9%. Volatility is still relatively high at around 24.9, partly due to rising geopolitical tension in the Middle East. However, there's also dovish tilt from the Bank of Japan. They've kept rates unchanged and hitting a more accommodative approach to bond buying reduction. Add to the upcoming July elections and government cash handouts. Overall, market seems to be viewing these as positive. But here's what I'm focused on. I estimated that short sellers are sitting on unrealized loss, possibly nearing 1 trillion yen. So it's likely we are seeing some forced buying, short squeeze. Now back to geopolitical. There are rumors about Khamenei possibly going into exile in Russia. This might remind me of what happened in Syria in December 2024. Assad reportedly failed, making the collapse of the regime. Syria and Iran, both backed by Russia, and rich in sour crude, have had tight links. It feels like a sequence: first Syria, now Iran. And when did this really begin? Around the time Trump was elected in November 2024. Right after that, tension escalated, and by December, Assad was gone. This raises a question: is the U.S., through Israel, and systematically undermining Russian-Chinese allies in the Middle East? Take the Strait of Hormuz, bitter oil artery, only 33 kilometers wide as its narrowest. If it were blocked, global supply would be disrupted. This would hurt Russia and China, but also energy-dependent nations like India and Korea and Japan. Japan, for instance, still imports about 80% from its oil from the region, Iran. If the strait were hunt, Japan would have no choice but to turn to U.S. shale, which is exactly what the U.S. might be angling for once for. Think about it. If shale exports rise, U.S. energy firms profit, and Washington, the U.S. government can begin to reduce its massive debt load. Combined with the Trump tariff and power holding off on rate cuts, it's all part of the larger strategy to shrink American debt, possibly even by leveraging controlled chaos. So these proxy strikes via Israel might not be about Iran or Syria alone. They could be a broader strategy to shift global energy flows, favoring U.S. gold exports and hurting rivals. And let's not forget the current weeks for Japan remain elevated even as stocks rise. That suggests hidden caution in the market. My sense is that we are still in early inning of a major geopolitical shakeup, and it's likely being orchestrated, not accidental. And while retail investors focus on earnings, macro players likely watching oil flows, defense exports, and debt rations. In short, watch the Middle East closely. It's not just a conflict zone, it's a level of global rebalancing. Thank you for listening. Think of my contents like a long bet. Hedge yourself with perspective. See you tomorrow.